I am everyone and I am everywhere. This you will learn very fast. Last night, you got a phone call and received $10,000 for your participation in this game. If you don't finish the task in the time given, you will die. All money will be withdrawn. You're running out of time. You have 10 seconds.
Please, I'm pregnant.
Oh, shit. So I'm here with the man with the master plan, brilliant, brilliant filmographer. I'm sorry.
I wish I had the master. I'm figuring it out. I'm being honest. I'm figuring it out.
Says every brilliant person I know that doesn't want to take credit for their level of expertise. That's the humility in you speaking, okay? From True Light Film, Tosca Bros, Adrian Tuscano. So, boom, what up? So tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, we want to know the film side or just everything? Well, I'll tell you where I started. I started doing film. Started shooting music videos for my brother Matty Tosca. He's a rapper. He's an MC. He's pretty dope. He needed music videos. He needed photography. He needed things shot, and we would outsource. We would pay, and then it got expensive. And then I was like, all right, cool. So, we're going to buy a camera. So we bought a camera and I start, doing little things, taking pictures, little videos. And kind of how my career got started doing, I kind of fell in love with it, doing his videos and doing his stuff. I had grew a passion for it. Passion grew strong for film and photography and to just do it. I just liked it. Didn't really pay it no mind. It wasn't like it was gonna be my career thing. Um, I really only did it for his stuff. I wasn't getting paid to do it or anything like that.
Right.
But I did like to do it. And then some years went by, a bunch of years went by, and then I started paying people again to do the stuff because I wasn't too good at it in the beginning. I was like, okay, kinda. I wasn't like really good. Right. And I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to be his brother and try to do his media, his videos, his photos, and it wasn't, top notch. I didn't want to have that on my head. Like, wait a minute, we're gonna get people that do these things and pay them and let them do their thing. And again, it got expensive. so I started doing it more. And one day, my friend Steph Allah, he's another rapper. He offered me $500 to do his video.
Okay. So you start making bread.
So I started making bread. And I still didn't take it seriously. I still was like, you want me to do that? Wow. All right, cool. Didn't take it no serious. Didn't have no other clients, and then some years went by, more years went by. I met my now is my wife, Ileana. And one day we're in the house and we're chilling, and I was kind of sad or whatever. And I forgot what happened, but the conversation went. She's like, "Yo, you need to use the camera. Like, you need to do that." And I'm like, "Really? Like, for real?" She's like, "Yo, you're good at it." So I put a post on Facebook, like, somebody need a photo or a video, you guys should holler at me, or something like that. I said. And somebody DM me right away. Boom, this lady hit me up quickly, sent me the money, everything. I'm like, oh wow. And I still was like not thinking about it like it was gonna be my thing, how it is today. So I went and did that gig, and from there, I just started working there. I started really diving into it, paying attention. I got some money up, maybe like $12,000, $13,000, and I bought some stuff and I started taking it seriously. That's like how I kind of got into it. And I was like 33. I'm 39 now. So that was maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. And from there, I started doing tons of music videos, maybe 500 to 800. I've done ton of rappers. But I got lucky enough to do this guy, Fetty Wap, and DJ J Hood. And that video kind of went viral for me.
Kinda.
And I had 100 requests, and they all was like, "How much is a video? How much is a video? How much is a video?" And I saw the power of social media, like for real. I was like, "Wow, that was crazy," because his label posted it, he posted it, and that was at the time when he was kind of hot. Fetty Wap was kind of hot, and this kid had a song with him, and I was doing this kid's videos for free at the time because I just wanted to work, and he ended up getting a feature with Fetty Wap, and that kind of birthed my career. And I'm from Brooklyn, and I was in Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, and that video we shot in Jersey, and those two people were from Jersey, so it kind of like birthed my career in Jersey, I would say, because I that's where I started. Like that's where people knew me as True. She gave me that name. My wife gave me that name. She's like, "You so real. Your name should be True." I'm like, "I bet True. All right, cool. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with True." And then True Light Films came. We figured out the name, and everything came after. So
Okay.
that's kind of how I started.
So this was not like your manifestation. You really mastered your craft. If we had to say that, you took it by the horns and mastered the craft.
Yeah, I YouTube. That first gig that I got, I had the camera that I had bought a decade before. So it was old and outdated, and it was a fashion show. So there was tons of media, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just one person that she hired. So she had tons of media. And these kids, they were like younger kids. They were probably 23, 25, 26. I'm 33 years old. And so they're like, laughing at my equipment. So I'm like, "Yo, tell me what I gotta get. Like, tell me what's the stuff to get." So
Right.
I took some notes. They sent me some links, and it was like $12,000, $13,000, and then I knew that was the number that I had to get. So I was selling things. I was selling whatever I could sell to get it. I was asking whoever I could ask. Mom, dad. Listen, my dad's like, "You're gonna do what?" I said, "Listen, man, I'm gonna be a cameraman." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, look, I'm gonna give you the money. How much do you have?" I said, "I got like 3 grand." He's like, I'm gonna give you the rest. But after this, that's it.
Facts.
Don't come to me for nothing else. Like ever. Like that's it. In fact, that's all I got. But I'm gonna give it to you. And I was like, all right. I remember walking out of there and walking out of his house like, I'm gonna master this shit. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be successful at doing this, and I'm gonna dedicate my life to doing that, and that's what I
Right,
did.
right, right. And
And
you
that's what I
did
did.
that. So with what you do now, um, and just toggling backwards to that constructive criticism, did you receive it as constructive criticism or hate or like, because
What
not
from the
always,
kids?
yeah,
I saw it as I honestly in that moment I didn't see any negative in it. I just saw it as a way because if you're laughing at what I have and they had some stuff that was like it was high tech. I didn't know nothing about it at the time. It's so funny. Um, and I just wanted to know what I had to get in the
right,
game and have a good start, right? So for me, it was everything because it was what I needed to know for my starting point. So if I don't have that day, my starting point may be a lot different because I mean, they gave me I remember when the package came to the house, I didn't know nothing about what I ordered.
right, right, right,
I literally went on YouTube, read the books, read the manuals, went on YouTube, and God bless the people on YouTube because they will tell you, they will break down everything. These people who go on YouTube, those how you call them, influencers or YouTube educational stuff. What's it called, babe? creators, YouTube creators, they'll sit there and break down the whole camera, A to Z, how to set it up, what lenses to get for it, blah, 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 which piece. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta learn all this stuff. So I'm diving into these things. What's ISO? What's shutter speed? How does the camera work? What's the science of a camera? So I'm the type of person that if I want to learn something, I need to learn it from, like, take it apart. Like, if I want to learn about a printer, I'm going to take the whole printer apart and I'm going to look at every piece that makes the printer work to know and understand how the printer functions, to know it fully. So if anything mishaps or misfunctions or misfires, I know what to do to fix it. So that's how I am with the camera. So I need to know everything. So the book, Malcolm X, how Malcolm X went from A to Z. And he went from every word. He didn't skip nothing because he wanted to know everything. So I'm taking them books and I'm going from A to Z, back to front, until I get to the other languages. I don't need that, right? So we get rid of those pages, but everything in the English language that's there, I'm studying it and I'm looking it up and I'm Googling and I'm studying and I'm YouTubing. That's how I learn. That's how I really master my craft. And doing free work. I did tons of free work just to have footage to edit, just to have stuff to do, to post.
Right. Content,
Just to have content, to learn. Not only just to have the content, but to I wanted to put myself in, because as I was, taking money, I started realizing, whoa, okay, I can't just take people's money. I gotta actually know what I'm doing. So I did more free work than paid work in the beginning, because even people would be like, yo, I'll probably, nah, let me just do it. Because I knew that I didn't really know what I was doing. So I said, let me learn and put myself in every type of situation, shooting situation, nighttime, daytime, raining, inside, outside, models, girls, dancers, narrative, documentaries. So I said, let me just do weddings. Let me just do a bunch of different things and just learn. LOX. Let me just learn off experience. We learn the best way you could possibly learn. And I spent about maybe $100,000.
Wow, that bruh.
I just bought a camera 3 days ago. It was $28,000.
Wow. So having a budget is the most pertinent part of doing what you do.
No. Having a dream and a vision and taking any camera that you can get your hands on, using what you got. That's what got me here.
Okay, high five from the distance.
Spike Lee said, take your camera and go create until you get a better camera. And when you get a better camera, because a better camera not going to help you shoot better. It's not going to help you write a better movie. It's not going to help you shoot a better angle. It's not going to help you get the light right. It's not going to help you do anything but maybe just be a better piece of equipment or a better tool. But if you have a bunch, look at it like this. If I'm in Home Depot and I got a bunch of tools, if I don't know what to do with them, can I go in Home Depot and make a house? I can go in Home Depot and make a house if I know how to get the equipment and make a house. If I know how to do that. But everybody can't do that. Just because you're in Home Depot and you can buy the tools and you can afford the tools, that's cool. You don't know what to do with them, then we might not have a good house.
Facts.
So I would say the most important part is grabbing whatever camera you got, going out there, creating, and building the catalog and learning from what you're doing, and study lighting and study techniques that's going to actually make the film better. Because without light, that's why we're true light films, because without light, you can't even see. Without light, it's like it's black. It's dark like this right here. You can't see nothing. We need light to actually see.
Let me show you an example, okay? So then, speaking of light, and this is somewhat a dark movie that your newest project, The Pale White Horse. Tell us about that.
The Pale White Horse. Wow. Okay, so The Pale White Horse is a movie that my brother wrote. My brother wrote all my films that I shot 12 feature films, but not all 12, excuse me, not all 12 of mine. So some people hire me to do work for hire. You know, some people hire me to shoot their movies. So I shot 12 in total, but this is my fourth. I want to say, yeah, this is my fourth feature film. So my first feature film I did with Damon Dash. It's called Frenemies. A girl named Cynthia, she wrote that movie. That was before my brother was an actual film script writer. He didn't start writing scripts until 2 years ago. He's a lucky guy because people go their whole life and don't get full movie shot
Facts.
of their own in full script form. So he's lucky because his brother's True Life Films, and I'm choosing his script over anybody else's, regardless. So, but when he first started doing it, I was like, "Yo, you can do this. This is something you can do. I'm listening to your rhymes, and I'm telling you, they're very descriptive. You just got to put it in the right format." So I met a guy named Frank Blenman. He's my director on The Pale White Horse. He also directed The Throne, and he also directed Everybody Dies. He's an older guy. He's been in the industry for a long time. I came across him doing music videos. He would always have the big cameras and the cameras I would dream about, and I would hire him to help me with my bigger videos, and we became just really close friends. So he works with me on my projects as well, and he's a very good script writer. So I said, look, I'm gonna put you with my brother, and I want you to see his writing, not in script form, but just peep the writing. Because if you don't have good writing, you don't have nothing.
Facts.
You gotta have good writing. So he saw the writing. He was like, "He's pretty good." I was like, "I'm trying to tell you, it's pretty good. If we get this in the right format, you know, we can do something cool." So we started doing something, and we did the movie. So fast forward, to Pale White Horse is probably my biggest movie that I did. I did bigger with other people, but biggest that I did. You know, I did a movie with Lou Gossett. I think Lou Gossett's last movie I shot 2 years. It didn't come out yet, but I shot it 2 years ago.
Wow.
Is shot him in Atlanta. It's called Sin. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good movie. They're actually still editing it. It's been a while, but I know it's gonna be a masterpiece. When things take long like that, it's for a reason. It's because it's gonna be something that's gonna be here for a while.
Right,
That's
right.
usually, So, but the Pale White Horse, very special to me. My brother wrote it. I had a concept. I had an idea, a small idea, and then he kind of took it and added on to it, and then made it something that I couldn't even imagine. So that's the Pale White Horse, and the Pale White Horse is about. You know what it's about? Did you see the trailer?
I saw the trailer and I know what it's about. It's similar to something, it's small, it's very relatable to something that is out, but more gangster, more cultural, more black.
More black. But what are you talking about? Are you talking about Saw? Or are you talking about
Squid Games.
Squid Games. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Squid Games a little bit different. Now look. So now the people that I send it to, a couple of networks, they're like, the comparables. They call it comparables. They say Saw, Seven. I never seen Seven. I don't know what Seven is, but it's
Seven
some
Deadly
game thing.
Sins.
I guess I'm not sure. It's called. I'm gonna have to look it up. And Squid Game. And I said the only reason why you guys are saying that is because there's a game involved. But in reality, the Squid Games was like more of a game show type of game within a movie. They had on uniforms. They were all in one place sleeping. It was different. This is the game not attacking, but targeting financially compromised people.
Right.
And they're looking for the pale white horse, symbolizing the pure, honest person. And every 10 years, this game is played, and humanity is hanging in on that person's. So if they don't find a pale white horse, they find a pale white horse. Until they find a pale white horse, the game continues. And once the game ends, it happens every 10 years. So we could probably get maybe 2 pale white horse, this one, and 2, then 3, and then that's 20 years, and then pale white horse 3 or 4. One of them shits got to be futuristic. This we talking about 40. We talking about 40. We talking about 40 years in there. But that's what the network was saying, that it could go. It could go. It could go. It can go anywhere, because we're at Saw 10. We're on Saw 10 right now, so it can go because there's really no beginning and no end. But there is a twist in this movie. I don't want to give it away. The premiere is on Sunday at New York City Plex, in theaters, in AMC theaters. But
well, congratulations with that accomplishment, to have it in a movie theater. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. I'm very proud.
Oh, for sure. Secondly, where else will viewers be able to watch it? I know some of your work is on Tubi, but would they be able to watch it on Tubi, Stars? Like, is it going to be available?
This particular one, I'm thinking we're gonna be on Cinverse. We're gonna launch on Cinverse. Cinverse is a company that on December 13th, they're gonna be launching in the new TVs. So this is gonna be like a new Tubi situation. A new net. It's gonna do. You're gonna see. You probably never heard of Cinverse, but you're gonna see it in the TVs in the new year. So every TV after December 13th will have Cinverse built in, just like all the other ones. And I'm going with them because they care about film, and it's more money.
Period.
I'm going with the money. I'm going with the money. I'm going with the money. I'm going with the more money. And a lot of times in my life, I went with what could be, but I'm going with a bird in the hand is better than 2 birds in the bush. I'm going with the bird in the hand.
Okay, you preaching now.
I'm going with the bird in the hand. I'm going with the money.
Get the coin. So do you think you have a long list of movies, like not movies, but just projects in general, like you said? You have great projects. I've watched your videos. You just did one with True Scotty, or no, Scotty
Boss.
Scotty, is it Scotchy Boss? Yes.
Scotty Boss.
Yes. So that was one of them, but you've done so many more. But
I've done so many videos.
The creative eye that you have for shooting is very masterful. So I can see why you're welcome. Why you're going where the money resides. So, would you say that this film stretched you more than your other projects?
I would say, yeah. I would say the attention to detail for this particular film, because she's on the phone and it's cutting back and forth from the phone to the street to the phone to this car, and there was a lot of pay attention to detail, and we had to do extra things in post. This was an 18-day shoot. This was my longest shoot. I usually shoot for 10, 12 days, but this was 18 days. This was an 18-day shoot. It was a lot of, not a long film, 120 minutes in total, but just a lot of attention to detail.
So, and
somebody's eyeball gets ripped out in this movie.
I see somebody getting slammed, not just hit by a car, knocked out of their shoes. Okay,
knocked off the. And that was Remy Ma. That was Remy Ma. Excuse me. That was Ma Barker. If you remember Ma Barker, she was Coogee Rap's wife back in the day. She used to rap, but everybody in this film is somewhat notable.
I saw that. I read that, and I want to know what made you select the type of talents that you have.
Well, it was Wish. It was Dream. Me and my brother said, all right, fun fact. I shot the Pale White Horse a year before I reshot it. Check that out. I shot 4 days. I went home, I was editing, and I was like, this is too good. I have to recast this whole movie.
Wow.
Wow. So we said, who do we want? I want that kid from The Wire. All right, cool. I need that guy from Euphoria. Tattoos all over his face. All right, we need Saigon from Entourage. All right, cool. And what if we could go get Cortez, get Murder, and this person? I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna get it done. So what I did was I started DMing. Power of social media. Started DMing. I started DMing and humbly speaking from my heart and asking people to, give me a shot, read my script. I know you guys are like on fully blown, but I think I got something. And each actor was like, I'm in. I'm in. The script is dope. I'm in. And a couple of them, God bless those guys, man. They really gave me a shot. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a lot of resources, but I made it happen. They were impressed. They were impressed by the production. They were impressed by how it actually looks. They was impressed by the sound. They were impressed by how I put it together. They were impressed by when they came on set to see other faces that they knew. They was like, "Oh, you in this movie? You in this movie? You in this movie? Oh shit, we got a movie." I said, "Yeah, y'all thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. We got a movie. We not playing. We got a movie. We got a little something." So this is my first time I actually had names and faces. I never had names and faces before. I've always had like just people that wanted to be in the movie. I didn't have a budget. I just, but it was good practice. I'm gonna be honest. It was good practice. It was great practice. It was like the best kind of practice you could have, like a live drill, but like it's a practice, but it's live. We're actually like doing this for real. It's the best kind of practice.
Well, you got action. So now with that being said, you told us where people can watch, where they can show up. Where can they get tickets to show up at the theater, or is this a private showing?
No, they could actually get tickets in my Eventbrite. My Eventbrite is on my link in my bio on Instagram. My Instagram is True Light Films, True with no E. So TrueLightFilms, and that's for everything: Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Do you have any
So
other
it's True Light
projects
Films, and you click the
coming
link in
out?
my bio, and the Eventbrite is right there.
Do you have any
I'm
other
sorry, what'd you
projects?
say?
No, that's okay. Do you have any other projects coming out?
Yes, we have the Supreme McGriff story. You ever heard of him?
No.
Supreme Kenneth McGriff. I remember when Irv Gotti was on trial.
Yes.
Irv got Murder Inc. Murder Inc. was
Yes.
on trial. Irv Gotti for money laundering.
Yes.
All right. Well, the guy that was accused of that, his name was Supreme Kenneth McGriff. He was the guy from the '80s who sold drugs. He made about $1 million a week type of vibe. That guy was Irv Gotti's friend. Irv Gotti. It was said that I believe the movie that the guy made, that they money laundered. So that's why he was on trial, and that's why that guy is in jail. He's been in jail. He's been in jail for his whole time. But I'm doing his official documentary, executive produced by Mike Tyson and Irv Gotti. I'm shooting that. That's coming out soon. That's going straight to BET. I have a documentary that I shot called Born the Box. That's going to, what's the network? Oh man, I forgot. There's so many things. I forgot. But the other movie, Sin with Lou Gossett Jr., all of those movies is coming out. They haven't came out yet. Movies are different from music. Music pretty much, you do a song, put it out, shoot the video, it goes. Movies, not so much. It takes years sometimes, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So I got 3 major things coming out on major networks in the next probably, I want to say 18 months. Within the next 18 months. Oh, and Cream. I shot Cream for the Detroit people. The Detroit people have the biggest following on Tubi. They run Tubi. They run it. So
he was like, they run it.
There's a girl, there's a girl, they run it. There's a girl named Crystal the Doll, and there's another girl named Mena Monroe. And they were in this movie called Cream. They flew me out to North Carolina, went to North Carolina and shot this movie. This movie is gonna break Tubi.
I saw
break Tubi.
I saw the video for it, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty good flick. So
Yeah,
we'll tune in.
Those girls are viral. Those girls are they're Tubi stars. I'm talking about like you didn't think that's a thing, but it's a thing. Like they're walking in the mall and we're shooting a scene in the mall, and people are like, "Oh, that's Mena Monroe from Tubi." I'm like, "Holy shit, this is crazy!" So I know that them together, and they have a sex scene in the movie. The two girls have a sex scene in the movie. Tubi's gonna be broken next. It comes out December, man. If it comes out next month, probably like the 13th.
Well, we're gonna watch your film first, and then the Tubi movie. How about that?
I can get you the link to the actual film, and then we can come back and we can do this, and we can do like a review.
That's what I do.
We could do like
write
a
the
review.
reviews.
Yeah, we could do a review, and then go over some of the things, because the movie's gonna blow your mind when you get to the end of them. I don't want to give it away, but the movie is going to play with you a little bit. It's gonna take you around of town and be like, "Oh, that's what happened." Oh, it's crazy.
Well, definitely send me. I'm sorry.
It's so many details. This is one of the movies where you watch it and you go, "Okay, wait a minute, that's what happened." Okay, so now I gotta go back. Because then you watch it again and you go, "Oh, that's what happened." You ever seen Memento?
No. How old is that?
It's pretty old, but it's really a good movie. The movie plays in rewind.
Oh,
it plays backwards.
Yeah.
It's one of those when you have to pay attention. Like you can't get up, you can't hit the blunt and look away, text. You can't do nothing. You have to watch the TV and pay attention.
Somebody say you can't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna try to catch that if it's on one of these channels, one of these internet channels.
Memento's on one of those internet channels. Memento.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch that, but I want you to send me that link to the Pale White Horse so I can do an appropriate review, a written review on it.
I got you. I will get that to you. I felt the vibe. I said she needs, for us to have this convo, she needs to see the movie.
Because there's some things I want. The movie.
Nah, I'm not scared because I know, this particular level of film that I've done, I know this one. And if you're a film person, you're gonna enjoy this movie.
Right.
I hate the movie where you go, I know what's getting ready to happen. She getting ready to. Oh, they getting ready to. Oh, they getting ready to. You can't do that here. It ain't no what you about to. You cannot foresee. We designed it that way because we don't like. What's getting ready to happen. Oh, he getting ready to die. Oh, she gonna fall and get killed. Oh, the drugs is his. Oh yeah, the girl, she's banging the vibe. I hate when you know what's gonna happen. This you're not gonna be able to tell. And that's what we wanted to achieve, a movie where you could actually watch. You have to pay attention. And I know this era of people, we don't want to pay attention.
I am everyone and I am everywhere. This you will learn very fast. Last night, you got a phone call and received $10,000 for your participation in this game. If you don't finish the task in the time given, you will die. All money will be withdrawn. You're running out of time. You have 10 seconds.
Please, I'm pregnant!
Oh, shit!